Dear students, today I will give answer the following from chapter 12. Name of the chapter 12 is the reproduction in plants. Answer 1, reproduction in plants. First question is why is reproduction necessary for living organism? Why is reproduction necessary for living organisms? So in this first answer you have to write from page number 128. Page number 128 under the heading of why living organisms need to reproduce. In this you have to write from here, reproduction is necessary for living organisms because if they would not reproduce, then after their death, there would be no organisms left. The species would thus perish. This is the answer 1. You have to write from page number 128 in old book. It is given on page number 128. You have to write from here, reproduction is necessary for living organism because if they would not reproduce, then after their death, there would be no organisms left. The species would thus perish. Question number 2. Answer 2. Answer 2. Question is how much of the parent's nuclear material does each daughter cell get during reproduction by binary fission? Organism divides into two equal halves. Organism divides into two equal organism divides into two equal and in unicellular organisms like bacteria, Nucleus also divides into two parts. Nucleus also divides into two parts. Nucleus also divides into two parts. Each of two parts then grows into full size. This is the answer number 2. Organisms divides into two equal halves in unicellular organisms like bacteria. Nucleus also divides into two parts. Each of two parts then grows into full size. This is the answer 2. Now come to the question number 3. Describe the various methods of asexual reproduction. Describe the various methods of asexual reproduction. Describe the various methods of asexual reproduction. Answer B. Methods of asexual reproduction. Methods of asexual reproduction. Methods of asexual reproduction. Fission, binary and multiple. Binary and multiple. Binary and multiple. Budding, fragmentation. Budding, fragmentation. Budding, fragmentation. Spore formation, regeneration. Spore formation, regeneration. Spore formation, regeneration. Vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation. This is the methods of asexual reproduction: fission, binary and multiple, budding, fragmentation, spore formation, regeneration and vegetative propagation. In this you have to write this one in detail. Methods of asexual reproduction. Here I have written only the heading, and in this heading you have to write full. Like in binary fission, it is the most common methods of asexual reproduction, in which an organism divides into two equalabs, and it is common among plants in unicellular organism like bacteria. And second one is the budding, and in this you have to write budding is commonly observed in yeast, and a bulb-like projections called the bulb is formed on the body, and the nucleus of the body divides into two. Then one of the two nuclei passes into the bud, and the bud detaches itself from the parent body. It grows to full size and becomes a new individual. And fragmentation, you have to write in this fragmentation. In some filamentous organisms such as Spirogyra, algae, the filaments breaks up into two or more fragments. Each fragment or piece grow into new individual. Spore formation. In this spore formation you have to write in non-flowering plants, the plants which do not produce seeds like fungi, mucor, bacteria, fungus or mosses. Formation of spore is a common methods of reproduction, and spores are very small in size. They have thick walls, and the thick walls helps the spores to survive adverse conditions in the environment. And like high temperature, scarcity of water and lack of food, the spores give rise to new organisms under favorable conditions. And after that you have to write about the regeneration. Each organism can repair itself in some or the other way. New cells grow to replace damaged or lost cells, and the ability of living organism to repair themselves or grow lost parts is called the regeneration. And plants generally have greater powers of regeneration than animals too. And last one is the vegetative reproduction. So vegetative reproduction, it is different types. In this vegetative propagation by roots, by stems, by leaves, and so till here in this you have to write vegetative propagation by roots you have to write, and vegetative propagation by stems also you have to write, and vegetative propagation by leaves also you have to write. And what is diagram is given like in binary fission diagram also you have to draw. When you will write, you have to, after writing you have to draw the diagrams, and budding diagram you have to draw, fragmentations, spore formation. When you have to write about that, then you have to draw the diagrams also. Diagrams are given. And when you have to write vegetative reproduction, so you have to write in this vegetative propagation by roots, by stems, by leaves, and with diagram you have to write. So question number 3 completed. Now come to the question number 4. Question number 4 is the describe the various methods of vegetative reproduction. So in question number 3 it is included question number 4, because Describe the various methods of vegetative propagation. So already you will complete in the question number 3 vegetative propagation. So no need of writing question number 4 because vegetative reproduction already you will complete in the question number 3. Now come to the answer 5. Mention 2 characteristic features of wind pollinated flowers. Mention 2 characteristic features of wind pollinated flowers. Answer 5. Answer 5. 2 characteristic features of wind pollinated flowers. They have small petals, they have no nectar. Small petals, brown or dull green. Brown or dull green. Small petals and they have no nectar. Answer 6. Answer 6. Mention 2 features of insect pollinated flowers. Large brightly colored flowers. First one is the flowers are large brightly colored. And second one, usually they contain nectar. It contain nectar. Now come to the question number 7. Describe the various steps leading to the formation of seeds in plants. Describe the various steps leading to the formation of seeds in plants. So you have to write in this. It is right from page number 135. Page number 135 in old book. You have to write from page number 135 in old book. It is given first point, the flower loses its bright color. Second, the sepals, petals and stamens fall off, and the ovary increases in size and becomes the fruit. The fruit thus in the ripened ovary, and the ovary wall becomes the fruit wall, and inside the ovary the ovules develops to form the seeds. It is given under the heading of formation of fruits and seeds. So this one, question number 7, you have to write from page number 135. Last question is the answer 8. Answer 8. Describe the various ways by which seeds are dispersed. Write from page number 136. You have to write from page number 136, and in old book it is given on page number 136, and you have to write. It is given in some cases like Madar, the seeds are small and dry. A tuft of fine hair is present on the tip of each seed. These seeds are carried to far off places by wind. 4 points are in this, and these 4 points you have to write in your copy. Now lesson 12, reproduction in plants completed, and this chapter you have to complete in your copy.